old cigar factory in Ybor City is now relocating thousands of bats that have been living in the historic building.
And as ABC Action News reporter Wendy Lane gets a first-hand look at the delicate process and learns where these animals are now going.
Before J.C. Newman Cigar Company in Ybor City can renovate a 110-year-old building across the street, they need to move who's living inside.
The past few decades, the building's been abandoned and neglected, or maybe almost abandoned because there's been some residents there.
And even though you can't see the residents during the day, their stinky proof lines the building's edge.
There's been a couple thousand bats.
Thousands of bats have been living in the building, and Drew Newman says rehoming them is important.
Decades ago, it would have been easy just to seal them up and exterminate them because who cares about bats? But the reality is bats are an important part of the ecosystem here in Tampa. They eat mosquitoes and bugs, and they're really good for the environment. And so before we touch this historic building and restore it and bring it back to life, we want to care for our bat colony.
Now, a company is working to fill in the holes and funnel out the bats, which is a very tedious job. They're looking for holes in this building about the size of a pinky finger. That's what they have to plug to make sure the bats don't get back in.
You're funneling the bats so that they have to come down the excluder. It's like a one-way door.
Bats are nocturnal and sleep during the day, but when they come out at night and can't get back into the building, the hope is that they will rehome in these bat houses across the street that look relatively small, but don't be fooled.
You've probably got a capacity for 5,000 to 10,000 bats in those.
Leaving plenty of room for the beloved mosquito-eating creatures to have a new home.
We hope that the colony will move into the bat houses and just grow and multiply and eat all the mosquitoes and all the bugs around and be a great thing for the neighborhood.
In Ybor City, Wendy Lane, ABC Action News.